Hi, I'm Dari P.T. Brown. Coming to you today to talk to you about education. Education as we know it, people, has been dumbed down. Let's be real, they're not trying to teach us to learn. They're trying to teach our children today to pass a test. Is that really education? If we continue on this path of teaching to pass tests, we're never going to see our future youth of America, our future youth of the world, be educated to the degree that they should be educated. This is 21st century, and many of our youth are still learning 19th century, 20th century language. Education should evolve with the times. We can't continue to sit here and say, if they can't pass this test, then they should fail. What are we teaching? We can't continue to teach to pass a test and think that once they pass this test that they've learned what they should learn. No. The reality is, teaching to pass a test has never worked. Trust me, I know it. I'm first-hand knowledge of teaching to pass a test. Most of my youth and peers will agree with me that once we learn something to pass a test, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to remember it. We're not going to remember hardly any of the things that we learn in school if we're just learning to pass a test. What we need to do is learn to learn, educate to educate, not educate to pass a test or to learn to pass a test. That's not effective education. We need to stop dumbing down our youth. We need to stop telling them that if they don't pass this test, they can't go on to the next grade. They can't go on to college. Because the reality is that's the sad excuse of our failing education system. We can't continue to say it's all no child left behind fault. Because it's not no child left behind fault. The downgrade of our education system has been taking place in America for years. And I'm just not saying that we need teachers out there who can reinvent the wheel, who can provide educational ways that have never been thought of, who can inspire students to do things that they never thought they could do, as well as make education exciting. Our students need more hands-on work, more knowledge about the system of education, and less knowledge about how to pass a test. Because in reality, yes, our youth do have bad test habits. Not all, but occasionally a few do. But the means is everybody's not good test takers. Even your brightest students have a tough time passing tests. And then that puts even added pressure on them when they don't pass that certain test to get out of their next grade level. We can't continue to put this pressure on our youth. They have enough pressure to deal with as is. When I'm telling you people, if we don't wake up and realize that something is wrong with our education, it will be too late. We can't suffer another year, another 2 years. In fact, we can't even suffer another month of the same failing system that we currently have of simply learning to pass a test or educating to pass a test. If we continue to do this, people, we're going to continue to influence the lives of our future generations. And our future generations will be farther behind than where we are right now. I thought the future is supposed to be brighter and better than what the past brought us, or what the present has brought us. But that the path our education system is teaching our youth today, I don't think that can happen. It seems like our youth will be worse off than we are right now. And I'm not saying we completely worse off. I think education has evolved to this point right now. And somewhat it is good, but at the same time, if I look toward the future and see this path that we are doing, then I'm afraid to say that education in America could be at an all-time low 10, 15, 20 years from now. And that path can be a hard path to reverse. So listen to me when I say that we need to do something in education. We cannot sit here and continue to ignore the facts. We cannot continue to educate to pass a test or to learn to pass a test. We must educate to educate. We must learn to learn. Make education a priority, a right, a privilege that all Americans should have. Stop dumbing it down. Our youth deserve better. I'm Dari P.T. Brown, and this is my perspective.